Hi, my friends. Welcome to the second video. Last time we talked about your why and why you became a coach and why you want to do this. I hope that you've given that some thought and that you feel like you have some strong conviction over why it is that you want to change your life and help change other people's lives. That, like I mentioned, is going to help you stick through the tough times when things are not going well, and they always will, but it will also help you when you are rejoicing over the happy victories along the way. And as you become an entrepreneur and build your own business, there's going to be a lot of bumps in the road and there's going to be a lot of triumphs. And I just invite you to embrace it all and be excited about every part of it. So today I want to talk to you about your story. Your story is powerful because your story is completely different than mine. Your story is unique to who you are. It's not something you really can make up. It's something, a combination of everything that you've experienced, things that have happened to you, trials you've been through, like light bulb moments you had, maybe your story includes the fact that you're a mom, or the fact that you're a working mom, or maybe your story includes the fact that you've always loved health and fitness but never had the accountability side of it, and now you have that as a coach. Maybe your story includes the fact that you love to travel. It includes hobbies that you love to do, because the more things you learn about yourself or realize that it's all part of your story and who you are, the more relatable you're going to become to other people. Okay, so a lot of people don't necessarily relate to you maybe at first on a fitness level, because maybe that's not where their mindset is. Maybe that's something that they really, really want, but they're just not there yet. But they'll be able to relate to you and build a relationship with you because of the things that you have in common. You might have people that come into your fold who you only have one thing in common with, or who are super different than you. You thought maybe you could never in person really be friends with them, but because of the stories that you tell and your story about who you are, people will be able to relate to you. So I want you to think about things that make you you. What are some of the things that you love to do? Think about all your hobbies. And I want you to think about maybe all the struggles you've been through. You do not have to share everything on social media. I certainly do not, although I'm a pretty open book. I feel like, I still have a personal life and that's personal, right? But I like to share the things that I've experienced that I think will help other people, that I feel like will help other people relate to me, that I feel like people need to hear. So last summer when I had a miscarriage, I felt really strongly that I needed to share that. And I know not everybody's comfortable with that, and that's okay, okay? And that's actually a great thing about us as a team. We're all very different, but we're united in one purpose. So as a coach, you are going to relate to people that I cannot relate to just because of who you are and because of the story that you tell. So all of these things that I want you to list could be your profession. It could be your family situation. It could be things that you experienced in high school that other people can relate to. And all these things I want you to put out in a list, and these things are going to help you build your story. So your brand is not Beachbody. It is not. Your brand is you. Okay, so when you are sharing your story on social media, I want you to think about that. You are branding yourself. And that's why a lot of fitness people call themselves, they don't call themselves Beachbody Girl. They call themselves, whatever it is, right? It's their own name, but they as a person are not Beachbody. They're branding themselves, okay, and relating to people on a personal level, because products aren't going to speak to people unless they can realize how they've helped you, okay? That's the business side of it. So as a new coach, I encourage you to simply tell why you love the Beachbody products, but you don't even necessarily have to use the terms. I love this workout because it's done this, this, and this for me. And as a mom, I never had time to work out because I am a nurse and I only had 30 minutes extra in my day. And, you know, this is just a starting line, okay? So it doesn't necessarily all have to be about fitness, but the stories that you tell on social media, and I encourage you to tell mostly non-fitness ones, are the keys that are going to relate other people to you. Okay, so if you feel comfortable, drop a bunch of adjectives about yourself or nouns about yourself in the comments section. I can help you build your story. The more you practice it and just practice telling people who you are on social media, the easier it's going to become. I just feel like a lot of times I'm talking to myself. And by that I mean, I know I'm not actually talking to myself, but like, what would my former self want to hear? What kind of stories would I have wanted to hear in the Ashley 5 years ago? What would I have wanted to hear? I would have wanted to hear stories of somebody triumphing. I can't even use words. Being triumphant over a difficulty in their life. I would have wanted to hear stories about women like bonding together and building each other up. That is the person I am appealing to. And we're going to talk about that next week. That's really exciting. And that really helps you hone in on your market and the person you're actually speaking to. But think about who you are and think about how that's going to help you build your story. Okay, I'm excited to hear from you. You're doing great. Don't give up. Bye.